So I usually really hate giving my talks or presentations right around noontime because for two reasons. One, it's dangerously close to lunchtime. And two, as a non-native English speaker, I always get confused as to how do I greet? Do I say good morning, good day, good afternoon? So as a sensible adult in 2023, I did what every person would do, and I asked ChatGPT, which greeting I should use. And I learned that it's appropriate to use good afternoon between 12 and 6. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to say, hello, everybody. So I'm Jad el Cham. I work for the RIPE NCC Learning and Development Department. And today, I'm going to show you how we support the RIPE NCC's vision through training and certification. But before we start with that, I would like to do a couple of slides of introduction. So what is and who is the RIPE NCC? The RIPE NCC is one of the 5 RARs in the world, and RAR stands for Regional Internet Registry. It's different than IRR, I know. It's just to confuse the enemy. So we are a not-for-profit organization. We are funded by the membership fees. I believe currently we have around 23,000 LARs or so. The policies within the RIPE NCCs, actually it's being developed by the regional communities. So it's not the NCC, it's not us that come up with the policies, it's actually you guys. And just yesterday, Nigel presented 2 examples of the policies being actively discussed in the community currently. We have 4 principles upon which we operate, and that's we are neutral, we are impartial, we are open, and we are transparent. All right, and we try so hard to abide by these 4 principles as much as we can. Now, this next slide, I had some doubts whether I should use it or not, but yesterday, during one of the presentations, there was a slight confusion. And I would like to tell you the difference between the RIPE and RIPE NCC. As a spoiler, it's not the same thing. So when we say RIPE, usually we refer to the RIPE community, and that's not an organization per se. So it's not incorporated anywhere. It's just an open discussion forum, and it dates back to 1989. Anyone can be part of the RIPE community. We don't have to be in our service region. You can be anywhere in the world with basic understanding of how a mailing list would work and a desire to help shape the internet in our service region. And congratulations, you're part of the RIPE community. The RIPE NCC, however, is an incorporation. It's, we're based in Amsterdam. We do have an office in Dubai. That's where I'm based, but we're only 4 people there. We are around 170 employees, and we're a membership-based organization. The RIPE NCC was incorporated back in 1992. And our role, basically, we do different things, but mainly it was the management of the internet number resources, so IP addresses, AS numbers, distributing it between IANA and the members. And the other function of why we exist is to support the RIPE community. So what do we do to support this? So it's important to distinguish, we offer a lot of services, right? And some of these services are only for our members. So most probably everybody in the room here had to deal with the RIPE NCC at some point in time. If you wanted to get IP addresses, whether it's IPv4 or IPv6 addresses, or ASN numbers. So this is typically a service that is offered only to our members, and then our members can also use the RIPE database in order to register these assignments, create their root objects and whatnots, and so on. But it's also interesting to note that the service, which is RIPE-DB, is actually also available to the RIPE community at large. The experience using it might differ a little bit, but it's also possible. There are other services that we offer to our members. That could be, for example, the LAR portal or the general meetings that happen at the RIPE meeting. Or it could be also a service like RPKI. Yesterday, one of the presenters mentioned that please sign your ROAs. I really echo this, and we're ready to help you guys if you need it. But also we do offer a large set of services. That's not an exhaustive list. to the RIPE community at large, whether it's RIPE Labs, our version of a blog, RIPEstat, which is basically a one-stop shop for everything that has to do with network statistics, measuring the internet, and so on. We run the Care with DNS, which is one of the root servers for DNS in the world. And we also have our famous RIPE meetings, which run twice a year. I really do encourage everybody in the room to attend these RIPE meetings. They are really cool. And we also run a number of regional meetings dedicated for local communities. All right. Some of the services, specifically the training and certifications, they play an important role in the community. And let me explain why. So in the Learning and Development Department at the NCC, we try to develop our work around 3 pillars, right? The first one we call learning experiences. So what we strive to do is that we try to build, design, and develop learning experiences that instruct our members and anyone who takes these courses. We try to instruct based on best practices and practical knowledge. The ultimate goal would be to help everybody in their career and to enable everybody to contribute to a more secure, stable, and resilient internet. This is our philosophy, how we would like to approach these learning experiences. But on another level, we focus a lot on quality assurance. And I believe this is one of our strongholds. So the content we do is tailored based on learners' needs. We do a lot of JTAs, needs assessments, surveys. We are in constant contact with the industry, with our members. We try to hear what your pain points are, and we try to react to this as fast as possible. I would say one of the biggest challenges in training courses out there today is to keep the information as relevant and up to date. Technology changes so fast, and everybody here, I'm pretty sure, we encounter a training material that 3 years ago it was the hit, but now it's updated. So we try to invest in this. We involve a variety of subject matter experts, so not only from within the RIPE NCC, but we also consult with the community at large. And we try to use pedagogical methodologies and techniques in order to create engaging course materials. Currently, we use the ADDIE model in order to develop learning experiences. And finally, what we strive to do is that we want to be a trusted and neutral source of information. We have zero economical interest, zero political interest in the game. We are not here to explain to you how you use a Cisco operating system or a Juniper operating system or whatever. We try to focus on BCPs, standards, how the technology works in order to empower you in your workplaces and in your career development. So in a nutshell, this is our philosophy and how we develop our training materials. So what do we offer? We try to cover a wide range of topics. The most important ones, of course, is being an internet registry. Actually, fun fact, the first training course that we ever gave in London was in September 2000, so almost 23 years ago, and it was about the internet registry, so how you become a better LAR and use your services and so on. IPv6 is a big topic of ours. Network security, we're all in on this. Measurement and tools, and BGP. We do offer additional trainings. Sometimes we used to train around the NSSec. We still do if there's a need. Topics like mobile access technologies, whether it's 5G or LTE, Internet of Things topics. So we try to address the needs of the community. And how we do that, it's through different means. The first one being face-to-face courses, that's my personal favorite, and webinars, right? And these are opportunities only dedicated for our members. But we also have the RIPE NCC Academy, which is our e-learning platform. It's open and free, so please make use of it. And we also have our Certified Professionals program, which is basically we certify you in certain areas of knowledge. It's one of the only services that we have that comes with a price tag, but if you are a member with the RIPE NCC, you're an LAR, you can get 3 vouchers per year that you can redeem to take these exams or not. So let me show you a little bit about the catalog, how you can access this. So if you go to learning.ripe.net, you will be presented with the catalog of upcoming training courses. You can see that we have one starting tomorrow through Friday here in London around basic IPv6 training and advanced IPv6 training. I'll be giving this with a colleague of mine. But you'll also see the next training courses, the next webinars. You can register, you can join the waiting list, and so on. And you don't need to attend a training course in your city. You can travel across our service region and attend if there are places and if you do register in time. So please do so. Learn something new today with the academy.ripe.net. We are really proud of this. We started the Academy back in 2014, but the new face of the Academy, which you will see now, has been up and running since 2020. Typically, your experience, you'll go to academy.ripe.net, you'll land on this page over here. Currently, we have 5 online courses, and we have something that we call micro learnings. These are around 8, so very small pieces of knowledge. For example, you can choose which course you'd like to enroll in. You have to sign in, of course, so you need an SSO account, which is free to get. So let's say you choose the IPv6 security training course, you'll have some information around that, and then you will be presented with an overview of the course, and there are different units and different modules inside the course. You can take them in whichever order that you like. You can decide to do part of the course, the whole course. You can do whatever you like. So if you're interested in knowing about IPsec, let's say, then you can go to that part over there. We try to use as little text as possible. We use video. We can use a set of activities in order to convey a certain message, or we can also use labs. So this course alone has around 7 hands-on labs, and we explain to you how you can install the labs, how you can run them on your own laptop, and then you have access to certain operating systems or Linux servers in order to do the testing as you like. Of course, we have a step-by-step guide, but also you can play around. We show you a list of tools, whether it's the hacking toolkit or the SCAPI or whatever. And, we provide you with this interface. You can play around as much as you want. Some statistics around the Academy, and these numbers were just published yesterday internally in the evening, so that's fresh out of the oven. So you can see that into 2022, we had 41% more uptake in terms of module registrations. So we must be doing something good here, over there. So hopefully these numbers will keep on growing with time. Where do our visitors come from? So we do have a global footprint, but we're happy to see that almost 9 from the top 10 countries where our visitors are based, these are in our service region. And we're happy. It means our members are benefiting from these services. Finally, I would like to talk about the RIPE NCC Certified Professionals. This is also a new program that we launched in 2020, and we keep on expanding on it. And basically, if you feel you're up to the challenge, we offer currently 4 certification tracks. One is the IPv6 Fundamentals Analyst. The other is the RIPE Database. That was the first exam available. Then there was the IPv6 Security. That's an expert level. And there's the BGP Security, which was recently introduced, and I guess that was in December 2022. We are working hard to introduce now an advanced IPv6 certification and an advanced level of BGP certification as well. If you haven't done so already, please claim your vouchers. So if you're an LAR, again, if your account is associated with the LAR, you can go to your academy and just claim one of your vouchers there, take your exam, we'll issue you a badge if you pass. They are not easy exams, but they are not hard exams as well. So just try the right amount of challenge. All right, so please do so, and we're ready to help. With this, I come to the end of my presentation today. I do have a list of useful links if you want to take a snapshot or whatever. And yeah, I'm open for questions.
Do we have any questions? Okay. Are you going to be around during the break?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
So, of course, if you've got any questions, you can always follow up during the break, which will be from around 1 o'clock at lunch. So, thank you.
Thank you.